It has been 4 years, nearly 4 years, that I have been saying this. 4 years ago, when Modern Warfare 2019 came out, at the end of the campaign, in December, specifically December 22nd, 2019, I made a video saying that Hadir Karim is Khalid al-Assad. And for 4 years, people have been going, there is no way, you're just making things up, you're grasping at straws, all of these things. But today, I've finally put together a video with what I believe is 100% evidence that 4 years ago, when I said this,
what if Hadir is actually Khalid al-Assad? The more I looked into this theory, the more validity it actually had. So before you go commenting saying this is a bunch of bull and I made it up, just watch the video because there's a lot that actually supports this.
We were 100% correct. And in this video, I hope to prove that fact without a shadow of a doubt. Hadir Karim is indeed Khalid al-Assad. But before we dive into that, let me first tell you about today's video sponsor. Remember back in the day when you'd wake up on a Saturday morning, turn on cartoons, pour yourself a bowl of cereal, and just enjoy? Well, now that you've gotten older, you probably realize that there is a lot of sugar in cereals. But that is why today's video is sponsored by Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon is essentially cereal reinvented. Their variety pack comes in 4 delicious flavors, including cocoa, fruity, frosted, and peanut butter. Personally, fruity is my favorite, just brings back some good childhood memories. So Magic Spoon is cereal that's a little more wholesome and way higher quality. And if you're trying to up the protein in your diet, Magic Spoon has 13 to 14 grams of protein, only 4 to 5 net grams of carbs, and 0 sugar. And personally, you guys have probably noticed over the last year, I've lost a bunch of weight and I've been doing keto, and this cereal is keto friendly. It is gluten free, it is soy free, it is grain free. So if you want to try something new for breakfast or have a delicious midnight snack, you can click the link down in the description or scan the QR code on screen. Go to magicspoon.com/ink or use code INK at checkout and you can save $5 off of your order. Also, Magic Spoon is so confident with their product that they back themselves up with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. So enjoy your cereal, and thank you Magic Spoon for sponsoring the video. So before we get into the proof, I wanted to give you the evidence that we were given 4 years ago, the evidence that I used to make that video that we started out with. And as far as the evidence that we were given, there was essentially 2 really big clues to hint towards this. And the first of which was the names. So first off, we had Hadir Karim, which wasn't too special whatsoever. It was Farah Karim's brother, and that was pretty much that. However, the name of Khalid al-Assad directly translates to the Immortal Lion.
These new killers are calling him the Immortal Lion, or Khalid al-Assad.
Now that in and of itself isn't really a giveaway, but essentially he is being called the Immortal Lion by the people that he is leading, which is of course Al-Qatala. However, there is one line through the Modern Warfare 2019 campaign specifically about Hadir Karim and what his father used to call him.
My father called Hadir Shabal, his little lion.
What happened to him?
He died, fighting.
So that was essentially what got the wheels turning. However, if you have a look at the rest of Hadir's story throughout Modern Warfare 2019, things get a little bit more interesting. He starts out as a kid growing up in Urzikstan, a place under fire by the Russians. Because of this, he completely hates all Russians and Roman Barkov's forces as well. So during this time, he works with his sister in the Urzikstan Liberation Forces to stop Roman Barkov, but he found that the Liberation Forces were not extreme enough. So he went over to the terrorist organization Al-Qatala and started working with them to try to stop Roman Barkov and his forces with more extreme measures. The first action that he took was stealing chlorine gas from Roman Barkov's compound. Now, after using it right in front of Alex and Farah, he essentially becomes a war criminal, and Task Force 141 is sent to hunt him down. During this time, after the death of the Wolf, aka Omar Suleiman, aka the leader of Al-Qatala, Hadir essentially becomes the quasi-leader of the organization at this time until he is captured by Task Force 141. Now, once he is brought to a Russian prison and held captive. So since he was in the prison, he can't possibly be Khalid al-Assad, right? Well, that is until the post-credit scene of Modern Warfare 2019.
Zakhaev wants Barkov's throne.
I almost buried him in Pripyat with Macmillan.
That was the father. This is the son, Victor.
Lovely family.
They're big fans of Hadir's.
Well, that would explain why he's still alive.
They're gonna get him out.
The Give me what I need.
So essentially, Viktor Zakhaev wants Hadir out of prison so that Al-Qatala and the Russians can work together to go against the West. This is when in Spec Ops we are introduced to the fact that Khalid al-Assad is working with the Zakhaevs. And essentially what the Zakhaevs are doing is giving weapons and ammunition to Al-Qatala, therefore they work together. But you may be thinking, Hadir doesn't like the Russians, and Khalid al-Assad works very closely with the Russians, so how can they possibly be the same person? Well, this is where the new evidence comes in. When Khalid al-Assad was added last year into the game, Activision put out a blog post describing his backstory, and in it, it said this: Assad has an avowed hatred for Russia and no abiding allegiance to Zakhaev, but the two share a unanimous aim toward the demise of the Western power and influence. Intelligence analysts have determined that Assad was unlawfully freed from prison by Zakhaev and turned loose on the city of Verdansk for the express purpose of pointing Assad's unyielding and zealous hatred into an invasion on the historical city. Sound familiar?
Нет! Нет! Умоляю! Пожалуйста!
So to summarize so far, the things that we know is Hadir was referred to as the Little Lion and Khalid al-Assad means the Immortal Lion. Hadir was sent to jail by Task Force 141 and wanted to be freed by the Zakhaevs. Khalid al-Assad was also in jail and was freed by the Zakhaevs. Both of them had a hatred for Russia and didn't really want to work with the Zakhaevs, however, it got them out of prison, so it worked for them. Both of them have the exact same backstory. So the only thing that we don't know 100% is whether or not Hadir actually got freed from prison. And we didn't know that until the Season 2 Reloaded raid came out.
What's on? Done!
What happened?
Had a firefight with AQ. They killed the Reef and the others.
We know. Rahmel Rahom.
Captain. Sergeant. Told you you'd have friends nearby. Man of Steel. Titanium. Bulletproof. From the knee down, anyway.
How are you still alive?
Their commander. He spared me.
Why?
He had a message. Wanted me to deliver it personally. To you.
To me? Who is this commander?
Farah. You're not gonna like this.
Alex. Who?
Your brother. Hadir.
Hadir is in jail.
Not anymore. He wants a truce. Wants to work with you. Work with us. To do what? To kill Russians with their own weapons.
The warhead.
That's Hadir. He wants us to join him. Or turn back. That's the message.
So Hadir is alive. He is out of prison. He is the commander of Al-Qatala, and he still hates Russia, just like Khalid al-Assad. If that isn't enough crossover and enough same backstory between the two characters to convince you with 100% certainty that Hadir is Khalid al-Assad, I don't know what is. It finally all added up, and after 4 years of speculating, I think we can now say with 100% certainty that Hadir is Khalid al-Assad. So if you enjoy these type of videos, always appreciate it if you hit that like button. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe, have notifications on. We do this a couple times a week where we dive into the Modern Warfare story. And also, of course, let me know what you think down in the comments. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're